What's going on, Train 2.0 Nation? Make sure this is working. All right. Seems like I'm live here, so I'll wait a few minutes for people to get in, get settled. The question is, can you learn Hockey Sense playing the video game made by EA Sports, NHL 17? So I said that yesterday. I asked the question, introduced the concept. A lot of people very interested in this, so I did some digging. And there's a lot of gameplay there, which suggests that you can learn Hockey Sense that way. So I'm gonna chat about that a little bit today, and then I have questions for you when you guys are all on. So I'll wait for some more people to be on. While I'm doing that, maybe I should show you my what I've got going on here. What do I have going on here? Well, that right there is some kefir water. What is that? And you see those little things at the bottom? Those are what's called kefir grains, and they are, I don't really know what they are, but they're going to make this sugar water taste kind of bubbly, naturally. So there's that. And then check this out here. It's my kombucha. So if you've had kombucha, which is basically just fermented tea, that's what I'm making right now. Good, we got some people watching. Hey guys, how's it going? So I've kind of thrown out the idea of, can you learn Hockey Sense with NHL 17 instead of IntelliGym? IntelliGym works and is scientifically validated, so to speak, but is it fun? Not as fun as NHL 17. So here's the thing to understand about NHL 17, at least from my perspective. It can be more than just fun. It can be more than just a game to play. You can use it to learn Hockey Sense. Now, there's part Hockey Sense, and there's part that's a lot of fluff for people who are fans, and that's not criticizing the game. That's just saying that the game is designed to appeal to more than just elite hockey players like yourselves. It is designed to appeal to a much broader audience. So, hey Dan and hey Satoshi. It was a great chat we had. I was really impressed. And so basically, if you do the right things, if you set things up in the right way, then with NHL 17, then you can improve your Hockey Sense, at least I think so. Like I said, there's kind of some things that you'd want to, if you're doing it the wrong way, i.e. just trying to play the game, you're not going to get those benefits. If you do it with a purpose, okay, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to either buy or borrow someone's PS4 or Xbox and actually record the things that you can do to improve your Hockey Sense, the concepts that you guys want to be going over, or the rules you want to put in place for yourself that don't necessarily exist in the game. Now I'll just give you an example. In the game, it's quite easy to simply hit speed burst or hustle mode or whatever and just go around the guy, right? And so that's kind of like Connor McDavid. He has his own little hustle button that he can just press to go around a guy. And if we were working on skills in NHL 17, or the magic mechanics, so to speak, then it would be useful, right? And essentially, that's what Train 2.0 is all about. It's about giving you a button you can press, that hustle button, to just get you around someone, right? That's how it works in the game. But that's not useful to developing hockey sense. The kind of thing that you'd want to be working on developing is understanding angles, being able to track 10 people at a time and what their movements are doing and what that's going to mean. You want to think about your passing angles, exiting on a breakout. You want to think about how you're going to enter. You can practice tactics that are out of your pay grade, so to speak. So, a traditional, or your typical NHL entry occurs through the middle, bump it out to the side. That guy drives the middle, straight across, one-timer, bang, goal. Well, that not every kid can do that, or beer leaguer can do that, or every even junior player can do that. So you can practice those tactics, practice the timing, practice the angles, even if you don't yet have the skill set to do that. The magic mechanics in place, so that you at least have a visual understanding of what happens. So that's in digging around, looking at, just one second here, looking at the the potential. You can do it, you can use it, but you have to do it in the right way. Not just playing the game to play the game, or trying to fulfill the NHL 17, the EA Sports their goals. So you have to set your own goals, and that's maybe what IntelliGym does well. Is IntelliGym kind of creates these goals that force you to do things like, for example, it'll have like these in IntelliGym. Imagine this bird's eye view of 10 people, but it'll randomly block out chunks of the game. So you have to like remember where someone was going, right? Or remember where all 10 guys are. Or it'll make it so that you have to pass it within 3 seconds. So EA Sports doesn't have this programmed into their programming or game right now, but these would be the kind of things that you could put actually improve hockey sense while playing a fun game. So these are kind of the ideas that I have floating around in my head. So my questions to you guys are: what are the things that you think could be taught, or you think that you or your kid could benefit from learning with NHL 17? So what's something that a concept, right? Sometimes people have a hard time with things like defensive zone positioning, with the back check, with breakouts, with whatever. What do you guys have? What can you guys think of that would be helpful for learning, or what would be some concepts that are difficult to learn on ice? Maybe there's not enough practice time for it, that you'd like to learn with NHL 17. Let me know your thoughts. Thoughts. Let's say this: if there's like a part of the game, your game, or your kid's game, that could be improved, let's say by 100% in terms of hockey sense, attacking, dot lines, using them to get to the right areas. Okay. What do you mean by that, Tim? For those of you watching, let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys are watching on mobile, so you can't necessarily tell. But what are some things you guys that would be that maybe your coach doesn't have time for, or you don't have time for to learn in terms of hockey sense? Because I know ice time is valuable; it's limited. What are some things you guys could learn using NHL 17? Zone entry patterns. Yeah, that's a really good. I really like that. You're right. Like um, yeah, because zone entry patterns, guys who have like the Sedins, for example, they don't use any special skills. They just have the best passing patterns, right? So because they've done it a million friggin' times. So in NHL 17, you could practice, 3-on-2 or 3-on-3 entries. And um, and so they've done it a gajillion times. So what if you could run that sim, 300 times, even with a teammate, in an hour, right? You get way more reps in because you're not tired, right? Satoshi says you learn how to time his hits as a defenseman. Yeah, that's another good one. Timing your hits. So yeah, entries, timing your hits. The other one I thought is breakouts because it can be kind of breakouts and forechecks. Because I found when I was practicing, I'd have a coach sometimes who would restart the drill, get mad at everyone because the forecheck messed up, and then the next few reps he stopped it because the breaking out team messed up. So I wasn't sure what the hell was going on. Like, you did a good job as a forecheck, you got to redo it now. Or if you did a bad job as a forecheck, sometimes you had to redo it too. So there's it wasn't completely understandable. So practicing the breakout, imagine practicing a breakout 50 times, right? Knowing what option to hit is going to be open most of the time, 50 times, right? Off your right side, off your left side. Just getting those mental reps in is something I thought of as well. Breakouts, entries, timing your hits. It's kind of like you want to find these parts of the game. Keep going. If you guys have more things you can think of, some new people are joining in. Tell me some things that you think you'd like to learn with NHL 17, some hockey sense components that you'd like to learn with NHL 17. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create those for you. So what are some other thoughts? Keep going. Yeah, that's a good one. It's important to know what to do when you don't have the puck. Yeah, and the interesting thing is in NHL you can just tap X or tap A or whatever it is, and switch to the guy nearest with the puck, right? So it would be really cool to do a 3-on-2 and be the guy without the puck, right? So I think you can kind of do that and be a pro mode. So like attacking on the 3-on-2 with the limited view of what to do, of how to get open. So that would be interesting too. Okay, I'm writing these things down. Entry patterns. What to do without puck. Okay, good. Anything else, you guys? Because yeah, like I said, what I want to do is I'm gonna film it, and play on the same team, multiplayer, so the two of you play as a team. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think if you have a line mate, so line mate drills, if you have a line mate who, has the game, it it would be really cool to kind of do that, be a pro mode, go online, and practice plays. What is crank the IA in Be a Pro? What does that mean, IA? Aaron, sorry, I don't know. Yeah, but that'd be really cool. Is if you had a line mate who you play with or a defensive partner, you guys could literally practice running plays, right? And like I said before, you only have an hour a day to run, actually skate, and you might be tired if you do 300 breakouts. Drinking your Slurpee from 7-Eleven with your feet up, you can rip out a whole bunch of reps. Yeah, that's a good idea. Knowing your shooting angles, so you know how to pick up rebounds. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Okay. So what happens when you crank up the artificial intelligence, Aaron? Like the other guys get smarter, or like your teammates get smarter, or how does that work? Yeah, that's a good idea. How to attack the house. You can make the other team smarter or both teams smarter. I like that. Players. Yeah, that's a good idea too. So setting it up so that you have a weaker team. You're using like the Swamp Rabbits against the Montreal Canadiens or something. So you play smarter hockey. Yep. So purposely lowering your skills to improve the hockey sense. Yep, that's a really good idea. Okay. Attacking the house. So you figure out how to not be a perimeter player. Okay. Making plays to the middle. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. That's good stuff. Does anyone know where I can rent a PS4 or a Xbox? I'm not really a gamer, but uh, so I don't know if I really want to go for the full expense, but I'd do it for you. Yeah, how to shake off a defender in tight spaces. That's a good idea. How to shake off. That's a cool idea. Plus puck protection. Okay, really cool. Okay, that's probably enough for now because that's going to probably take me. First off, I got to buy a friggin' PS4 or something. Should I be getting a PS4 or an Xbox? And does anyone know where I can be renting these things? PS4, eh? Okay. NHL 15 on PS3, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I'll get back to you guys on that. So thank you guys. Use PS3 or Xbox One is good enough. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Well, I got that information, so I'm going to put that together for you guys in the next few weeks here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, thanks guys for watching today. Send me a message. Send me a note. It'll be in the members area when it's ready, though. And for you members, I'll just send out an email when it's ready. So, thanks guys for watching. Thank you for the advice. Satoshi, I'll be emailing you immediately. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.